So, what does it really take to be a leader these days, in a world that's just constantly changing? It's a tough question. To get some real answers, we're going to dive deep into the career of one senior leader who seems to have cracked the code, Claudia Reid.
I mean, think about it. How do you actually lead when you've got AI, digital disruption, and just constant change coming at you from all sides? The old rule books, they just don't seem to cut it anymore. It feels like we need a whole new kind of leader, right? So what does that leader even look like? Well, it turns out the answer lies in a pretty fascinating sweet spot. It's where three things meet: transformation, powerful tech platforms, and just really solid leadership. It's not about being good at one of these things, it's about mastering all three. And when we look at Claudia Reid's background, you can see her entire career has been built right there at that exact intersection. All right, so let's break that down a little further. Her expertise really stands on three core pillars. They're separate, but as you'll see, they're all deeply connected. Okay, pillar number one: digital and AI transformation. And look, we're talking way beyond just the buzzwords here. This is about having a real strategy for something like generative AI, not just playing with it. It's about using UX research to figure out what your customers actually want. And it's about taking mountains of data and turning them into smart, visual dashboards with tools like Power BI. This is where you connect the cool new tech to what the business actually needs to do. Next up, pillar two: enterprise platforms. Now, if AI and digital are the brain of the operation, these platforms, they're the central nervous system. I mean, think about it. Your brilliant AI strategy is pretty much useless if it can't talk to Salesforce or ServiceNow, right? So this is all about building that rock-solid technical backbone. It's what makes all the cool AI and digital stuff actually work in the real world. And that brings us to the third pillar, the one that honestly holds it all together: project leadership. You can have the smartest strategy and the fanciest tech, but if you can't execute, it all falls apart. This is the nitty-gritty stuff: running projects with Agile and Scrum, managing risk, handling all the compliance and regulations, and most importantly, okay, so those are the skills. Pretty impressive, right? But skills on a resume are one thing. The real question is, what's the actual impact? Let's take a look at the results. And when you look at these examples, a really clear pattern emerges. This isn't about using technology just because it's new and shiny. No way. In every single case, there was a specific nagging business problem: low adoption, slow service, bad reporting, and the tech was the solution. It's all about driving real, measurable outcomes, not just launching projects. This really sums it all up, doesn't it? It's the classic before and after. You go from clunky manual reporting to slick, automated dashboards. You move from systems that don't talk to each other to ones that are fully integrated. It's about taking a situation that's complex and messy and turning it into something cohesive and, well, controlled. So, how does someone even build this kind of expertise? Well, it definitely doesn't happen overnight. It's something that's built piece by piece over years. Let's trace that journey. What I find so interesting here is the evolution. It starts with a solid foundation in compliance and regulations, the world where every detail matters. Then that sharp analytical mindset gets applied to business consulting and process improvement. And finally, that all culminates in leading these huge digital and AI transformation projects. You can literally see how each stage was the perfect building block for the next. And when you add it all up, we're talking about more than 20 years of leadership experience. Just think about that for a second. That timeline covers some of the biggest shifts in business and tech we've ever seen, from a pre-cloud world all the way to the age of generative AI we're in right now. And this really shows that the learning never stops. It's one thing to be a published author and a thought leader, but look at this. We're seeing super recent certifications in things like artificial intelligence, cloud migration, and cybersecurity. That AI certificate from 2023, that tells you this is someone who is actively staying on the cutting edge, mastering the tech that's shaping our future right now. So after breaking all of that down, the skills, the impact, the journey, it all leads to one question: what's next? Well, the message is pretty straightforward. Claudia Reid is open and ready for work. For the right organization, this is a chance to bring this exact blend of modern leadership expertise right into their team. And that really leaves us with a final crucial question, one that isn't just about this profile, but about your organization. How could this kind of expertise, this blend of strategy, tech, and leadership, actually transform the challenges you're facing right now? If you want to connect and continue this conversation, all the contact details are right here. Thanks so much for joining me for this breakdown.